If you bought an RV from Lazydays in the Robertsdale, Alabama area or the Murfreesboro, Tennessee, I need you to stop scrolling right now.
Because the company you bought it from, technically, it doesn't exist anymore.
The sign on the building might change, but the contract in your glove box, that's where the real bodies are buried. I'm John, and I fix the stuff they built wrong.
And I'm Rhonda, and I read the fine print they hope you ignore. Welcome to the RV Watchdog.
For 50 years, Lazyday was the RV authority. But in the late 2025, the music stopped. They didn't just sell, they dissolved.
And a family-owned giant called Campers Inn picked up the pieces. But John, this wasn't a merger. This was a salvage operation.
Today, we're answering the three questions flooding our inbox. Is my local store closed? Can I trust these new Campers Inn guys? And the big one,
did your warranty forever just expire? John, you know when a customer trades in a rig that's totally underwater on the loan?
bad axles, roof rot, and they owe the bank $50,000 more than what it's worth.
That was Lazydays Holdings stock ticker, Go RV. By late 2025, they were losing $24 million a quarter.
Ouch. So Campers Inn bought the company, right?
No, and this is the part that legally matters for everyone watching. Campers Inn executed an asset purchase agreement.
Translate that into wrench turner for me.
Okay, imagine Lazydays is buying a house. Campers Inn didn't buy the burning house. They ran inside, grabbed the furniture, the silverware, and the good inventory, and ran back out.
And they left the fire.
They left the fire, meaning the unsecured debts and liabilities inside the burning house, to burn down with old corporate shell, which is now being liquidated by a company called Lazy Liquidation, LLC.
So if I'm suing Lazydays for lemon,
You're suing a pile of ash.
that's terrifying. But Campers Inn did take over the stores, right?
Some of them, this was a cherry-picking operation. Campers Inn took the crown jewels, the massive Seffner Tampa location, kept it. In fact, they're keeping the name Lazydays powered by Campers Inn.
Makes sense. That Seffner location is legendary. 126 acres. I've heard the service bays, they're stretched for miles.
They also grabbed Tucson, Knoxville, Johnstown, Colorado, and St. George, Utah. If you service there, you're likely fine. The lights are on.
But what about the others? We had a viewer ask, and I'm going to mess this up, and I apologize. Murfreesboro?
Sold to the competition. Camping World bought Murfreesboro and Vancouver, Washington. General RV bought Mesa, Arizona, and Fort Pierce, Florida.
So if you're in Murfreesboro, you're a Camping World customer now. That's a different culture.
But John, here's the tragedy. Robertsdale, Alabama.
Is it even open?
It's not on the acquisition list. It wasn't sold to the General. It wasn't sold to Camping World. It looks like a casualty.
So if I bought my rig in Robertsdale and I need warranty work, am I an orphan?
You're worse than an orphan. You're an unsecured creditor if they owe you a part.
All right. This is where the big one, warranty forever, lifetime warranty. Dealers sell these like they are gold. Just get your annual inspection and the engine is covered forever.
Right, but who is the obligor? That's the fancy legal word for who
Who
pays,
pays the bills? I learned that from you. I
Awesome.
learned it from you. If it's a fancy warranty like from Thor or Forest River,
You're safe. The manufacturer pays the dealer. Campers Inn wants that warranty work. It pays the bills.
what about the third-party extended warranties like American Guardian?
Safe. The dealer just sold it to you. The money is with the insurance company. You can take that policy to any authorized shop.
Okay, so what's the danger zone?
Dealer-backed warranties, specifically programs where the dealer is the insurance company. If your contract says the obligor is Lazydays Holdings Inc. and Lazydays Holdings is dissolved,
The warranty dissolves with it, sadly.
technically, yes. However, this is a big however. Campers Inn uses the Warranty Forever program too.
They might honor it.
At the acquired locations like Tampa, they almost certainly will. It's called Goodwill. They paid $88 million for that location. They aren't going to tick off 50,000 customers on one day.
But if I'm from Robertsdale and I go to Camping's Inn in Madison, Alabama,
They don't have to honor it. They don't have to buy the liability.
so check your paperwork, look for the word administrator. If it's a third-party address in Illinois or Ohio, you're good. But if it just says Lazydays, panic slightly. So we're trading one devil for another. We know the horror stories about some of the big chains. Who is Campers Inn?
Actually, their backstory is kind of endearing.
You? Using the word enduring?
It's the numbers. They've been around since 1966. Family owned by the Hirsch family.
I heard this story. The dad, Art Hirsch, went to buy a camper in his work clothes. He was mold maker, and the salesman ignored him to play cards.
Exactly. He got mad, went home, and started a dealership based on treating people with dignity.
That's a great story, but do they walk the walk?
We pulled the forums, Reddit, IRV2, and the Better Business Bureau. They have 51 stores now. You see the usual complaints. Parts takes too long, service writer didn't call me back.
That's just the RV industry.
Right. You don't see the systematic fraud allegations we see with some of the other guys. They seem to be decent.
Corporate with a conscience. I'll take it.
Here's the verdict. If you are a Lazydays customer, check your location. If you're in Tampa, Knoxville, or Tucson, you're likely fine. The name stays, the service continues. If you're waiting on a refund check from the old Lazydays,
Don't hold your breath.
if you have a warranty, verify the administrator today.
And if you're in Robertsdale, find a new shop fast.
Campers Inn stabilized the market. This could have been a total liquidation, so we're cautiously optimistic.
But we're watching. If Campers Inn starts denying those legacy warranties, we want to know.
Drop a comment below. Were you a Lazydays customer? Did you get the letter?
Adventure is calling.
And we must go. But read your contract first.
And finally, Rhonda did a deep dive on the massive shakeup that just rocked the industry. Click that video right here. Lazydays collapse. Who owns your warranty?